If we told you this airport has a shuttle service that passes right under an indoor waterfall, despite the mall, the green gardens, and honestly the best food, well, you might not believe it. There's a new best airport in town breaking the winner's 12-year streak thanks to its revolutionary design and a 6,200-foot oasis inside the airport. Let's take a look at the top 5 best airports in 2024. Starting with DOA Hamad Airport that dethroned the 12-time winner at the 2024 Skytrax Awards. The airport opened exactly 10 years ago, on April 30, 2014, and it was named after the Emir of Qatar, Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. At the time of opening, Hamad replaced the existing Doha International Airport and became Qatar Airways' main aviation hub. Speaking of Qatar Airways, it's worth pointing out that while Hamad won the award for Best Airport, Qatar has been ranking among the best international airlines at the Reader Choice Awards. Hamad International Airport was designed specifically for the Airbus A380, which is, one of the largest long-haul passenger planes in existence. But that's not what earned Hamad Airport the top spot. One of the best features of the airport was the Orchard. This is a sprawling 6,000-square-foot indoor garden that features 300 different trees and around 25,000 varieties of plants sourced from sustainable forests from across the globe. In 2022, Hamad opened its doors to 65 retail venues and restaurants, and they were the first of a multi-year expansion plan. But that's where the surprises of Hamad International Airport begin. The airport is home to a waste management program that recycles almost 4,000 tons of organic compost annually. The compost will later be used as fertilizer. Now, if you ever find yourself at Hamad International Airport with a long layover, you can opt to rest at the Oryx Garden Hotel, or, choose to spend your time in one of the 4 luxury lounges like the Louis Vuitton Lounge. In 2023 alone, Hamad International Airport served 45 million passengers. This was a 31% increase year over year, even surpassing the FIFA World Cup record set earlier. As new expansion plans roll out, the airport's capacity is set to increase to around 70 million passengers annually. During the 2023 expansion package, Hamad International Airport decided to include an 82-foot swimming pool in a gym where passengers can unwind. And if you're still looking at the Orchard thinking, hey, that looks similar to the waterfall in Singapore Changi Airport, you'd be right, which brings us to the next airport, Singapore Changi Airport. For 12 years, Singapore's Changi Airport was crowned the best airport in the world. There's a garden, a $1.7 billion lifestyle hub, and even friendly koi fish in a rooftop pool. And the beautiful thing is, this airport is open to everyone, even if you don't have a flight to catch. If you want to experience all of the attractions at Changi Airport, then you must book a flight because it's airside, but the jewel is landside, meaning anyone can visit. It's a donut-shaped dome with a circular waterfall in the middle. Private investors pooled their money to build this engineering marvel that took 4 years to complete. If you're going from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3, then the train cuts right through the dome so you can see the breathtaking waterfall in front of you. But even if you don't have a ticket, you can still visit the jewel and tour the 10-story building. 5 of the stories are below ground while the other 5 are above ground. The rain vortex is in the middle, measuring 130 feet in height, making it the world's tallest indoor waterfall. At the top of the dome is Canopy Park, and you'll need a $6 ticket to enter, but honestly, it's well worth the price. As you move through the lush green gardens, you'll be greeted by artificial flowers that pop up when you walk past them. There's even a mirror in a hedge maze you can visit. If you don't want to run across a hedge maze like in Harry Potter, then you can opt to run across the Skynets instead. On the air side, there's a free butterfly garden that's home to 1,000 butterflies from 40 different species. If butterflies are not really your thing, then you can always watch the koi fish in the pond. Little children absolutely love the foggy bowls. They're these little discs in the grass that release smoke when you step on them. If you have long layovers, then you can spend a peaceful night at the Aerotel Hotel, with rooms overlooking the tarmac. If you're not going to the gym, then you can take a dip in the 24/7 swimming pool or the gym. Want to catch a movie? go right ahead inside the free movie theater available airside. But don't worry, the airport actually makes its money through luxury shops. In 2022, Changi Airport made $120 million from shopping. If you're not in the mood for shopping, then you can get a hot traditional soup, dumplings, chicken rice, and so much more. Now you might be wondering why Singapore would plunge so much money into an airport when the country doesn't have so many tourists. When Changi Airport was first opened to the public in 1981, it had only one terminal and one runway. But later Singapore found out something revolutionary. The location of the airport made it a hub for Western flights heading to Asia. Flights from Europe and North America would land at Changi Airport before heading to the rest of the Asian countries. Changi's popularity just blew up, and by 2017 the airport had 4 terminals, and in 2019 came the Jewel. Right now, they're on track to build Terminal 5 as they hope to bring in more profits in the coming years. But enough about Singapore. Close to Changi Airport is South Korea's Incheon International Airport, based in Seoul. It was opened to the public in 2001, which is 23 years ago, and it's the hub for Asiana Air, Korean Air, Jeju Air, Air Seoul, and so many other airlines. ICN has 2 different terminals, and you can reach them by bus, by rail, through the Airport Railroad Express, a ferry, or by car. In 2019 alone, the airport serviced over 70 million passengers. Inside, you will find a beautifully decorated airport with these cute air robots running around. There's also a golf course and a relaxing spa for those looking to unwind. There's also an ice skating rink and a casino, and of course, to make sure passengers feel connected to nature, there's a beautiful indoor garden. If you're more of a gamer, then there is a video game center. For those who want to get some work done while waiting for their flight, there's a quiet study room. And if you don't want to pay for a hotel room with a minimum stay of 6 hours at the Walker Hill Transit Hotel, then you can go to the private sleeping rooms where you can take a short nap in a peaceful, dark and quiet room. There's a Korean Experience Center which is like a mini museum organized and decorated in a traditional Korean style. Besides walking around, passengers can play a lot of different games like trying to recreate a royal dish called bibimbap out of paper. If you want to stretch after a long flight, there's a recreational gym in the airport. It's not as well equipped as the ones in the previous 2 airports, but it does have some cool bouncing balls. Food courts and luxury stores can be found all across the airport, so you can do some duty-free shopping while you're there. And that brings us to the next best airport, Haneda Airport, which is arguably one of the oldest airports in the world, opened in August 1931. It also took the first spot as the most punctual airport in the world, with the fewest delays in 2022, while servicing 373,202,264 flights in a single year, and 90.3% of them departed on time. So, Haneda Airport actually has 4 runways and 3 passenger terminals. Terminals 1 and 2 are connected by a walkway underground, and, all 3 terminals are linked using the free interterminal shuttle bus. In 2023, Haneda Airport got a new facility, the Haneda Airport Garden, which lets Terminal 3's international travelers enjoy their stay at Haneda even more. There are new shops, restaurants, and, not just 1 but 2 transit hotels, providing 1,717 hotel rooms to the already large airport. One of those hotels, the Villa Fontaine Grand, has 1,500 rooms, while the others are offered by Verta Fontaine Premier. Haneda Airport Garden has 2 floors, and they're packed with 80 different shops and restaurants featuring international, as well as authentic Japanese food and products. The shopping area is contained on the 2nd floor, while cafe shops and restaurants are on the 1st floor. Our personal favorite is the hot springs facility at the top of the garden, overlooking the entire airport. Even people without a ticket can visit the hot springs, the onsen baths, saunas, and 1 restaurant. If you're staying at one of the hotels, then the price of admission is $12.50. If you're not a guest at the hotel, then a visit to these baths will cost you just over $30. Unsurprisingly, Tokyo's 2nd international airport is also part of the list, but for the next airport, we'll stay in Japan for a while because located 60 kilometers east of Tokyo, Narita International Airport is the newer international airport serving the greater Tokyo area. Opened in 1978, it has 2 runways, A and B, and 3 different terminals. Unlike other airports on this list, Narita can be accessed by helicopter besides the conventional ways of traveling. Another cool thing about NRT is that there's a farm in the middle of the airport that the government couldn't buy from a farmer called Taro Shito, and now there are tunnels connecting the taxiways without interfering with Shito's farmland. Narita International Airport is home to 3 air traffic controls and a jet fuel supply pipeline, and companies like Nippon Cargo Airlines have their headquarters located at Narita Airport. There is currently 1 hotel for passengers with long layover terms. The 9 Hours Capsule Hotel opened at Terminal 2 in 2014 is the only hotel open inside the airport. There are other hotels close to Narita International Airport, but you will have to leave the airport if you want to access them. Just like the other airports on this list, there's a plethora of shops to buy souvenirs and gifts from. There are a lot of anime shops and an authentic Narita Airport Pokemon store for all your collectibles. But unlike other airports on this list, the food court is adjacent to the observation deck where you can watch planes taking off and landing. If you're a big fan of aviation and you have a few hours to kill, then you can go visit the Museum of Aeronautical Science located on the south side of Narita International Airport. There are countless planes on display, some of which are not available anywhere else. There is free Wi-Fi in the airport, and there are prayer rooms inside Terminals 1 and 2. There are also shower rooms that can be accessed from 7 in the morning until 8 at night. Terminals 1 and 2 are better equipped than Terminal 3 with more dining and shopping options as well as better amenities. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.